Hey guys, Doug from Pinetree Outdoors. I'm here enjoying the great winter weather of Northern Ontario, January 2020. Back in October of 2018, myself, Jamie, and my good friend Tracy, who's been in a number of videos, we did something which I think is pretty remarkable for some middle-aged folk, and we climbed to the highest point in Ontario, and that's Ishpatina Ridge. And we also had some help from my buddy Jason and Dave and Colette Bean. And what I wanted to do originally, I was debating whether to put it into a series or put it into one standalone video. I did end up putting a series basically because I wanted it to be memories of the whole trip for us to watch later in life. But the problem with that is a lot of people don't want to invest the time into watching an 8-part series, and I don't blame them. So what I've done is I've reduxed the whole video series into one video, condensed it into one video, and that's what I want to present to you today. If you do want to see the entire series, which you're going to find more thoughts and more stuff in, of course, I'll link the playlist into the description box below. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I want to give all you guys a chance to see it. And let's get going. Roll the intro. We're starting our journey to Ishpatina Ridge right here in Cape-Breton, Ontario. We're here with Tracy hiding over there, Jamie. You're going to see a lot of them. But I want to introduce you to Jay. Jay is my hillbilly biker buddy, going to be leading the expedition as far as getting on the logging road. Jay, you're really familiar with Cape-Breton and the backwoods of Cape-Breton. What can we expect?
Well, what you're going to expect is a lot of logging roads. Some newer, some older. They are a blessing in disguise, but they also can be a burden. They can lead you the wrong way, even if you are familiar with the area. What I can say though is it plays a vital role in helping us explore places as well, as much as you don't want to see the environment impacted that way. Logging and railroad has helped feed this town, but it's also helped feed outdoorsmen like us.
Yeah.
God's country, we're just past crossing the Pinetree River that goes towards Sturgeon River. God's country, not as in a geographical matter, it's not a township, it just happens to be what the locals call it. This is an area that defines the difference between you're just in the woods and where you have to step up a level in respect for your safety and your surroundings. It's less traveled back here. You definitely have to keep that in mind, that if something potentially did go wrong, that you're going to have less chance of finding help.
Lo and behold, this gentleman and his lovely wife are coming across here, and this is Dave Bean, his wife Colette, and they're headed up the same way we are, and they're headed up in the same area. And Dave's actually has a cottage up there, and he's been so gracious enough to allow us to follow him, make our journey a lot easier.
going around. Yeah. But for you, I'd drive it right through the middle.
Yep. Badass. Can you explain the whole permit process that goes along with being on provincial park property here?
Well, once you're within the park zones, and if you plan on camping or even leaving your vehicle, you're required to have a park permit, and you can pick that up at the local store in Caperville at Opie's.
How many years you been camping
I've
here?
been up here 57 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a better look at the lake, guys. Hemo Lake. Just so quiet and peaceful here, except for the loon. The beautiful sound of the loon.
I think we're very lucky that we ran into Dave and Colette. Their wealth of knowledge, and we may have gone the wrong way if we didn't meet them. So I think we're really lucky that we met them, and they're very nice people, and they're very gracious to have led us this way. So.
Okay, this area all here is where the turtles come up in the spring and lay their eggs. And you can come here and there's little turtle eggs all over here.
No, those are snapping turtles?
Yeah, yes, big. The mother is really, really big.
Really, eh?
Yeah. So I imagine they're in there swimming.
They're in there now, eh?
Yeah.
Alright guys, we've made it to the area that we're parking in. No shortage of equipment there.
32 pounds.
32 pounds. We don't know what the weight is on that. We have mine, it's probably 100 pounds. Well, I don't know. It's probably, as you guys know if you watch any of my videos, I always pack too much, too heavy. We're in a little bit of a area off the road, out of the provincial park. So that's where we're going to park. We're going to head down the roadway a little bit, and then we're going to meet up with the trailhead. Dave and Colette are gone. They're gone to their cottage. All right, as you guys know, if you've watched any other videos, this school crossing sign is very reminiscent of the trail, which is right there. It's a little bit wet. It's about 3 degrees still, and a little bit of light snow. There's tracking tape so far all the way down, so it's pretty easy to stay on trail, on point. Hi Trace.
Hi.
How are we making out?
Not too bad.
We went from kind of a clear going trail to a tighter trail. That's what we kind of just finished, and it looks like we're getting to a little bit more of the Pinetree area. We want to camp below the hill off Scarecrow Lake.
Gonna be a crotch grabber, this one. It's got handles on it for your pleasure.
Scarecrow Lake, judging from the map, we're probably about 2 kilometers from the campsite. We've traveled through here, down here, and we're kind of at this point right here. And then we wanted to get to here before we make the climb up. So that's kind of where we're at.
Hydration is key.
That is correct.
If you don't have that, you're not going far.
That's right.
Yeah, some of it's been really hard trekking. Like, I mean, that hill that we just came down was, you had to be careful because you take the wrong step, especially carrying these heavy packs.
You're gone.
You're gone, yeah. So you use caution going up and down hills for sure.
Found an determined to get to that campsite below the hill, which was the campsite that was used by the guys that used to work the fire watch up in the tower. And every day they'd climb up that 3.2 kilometer stretch up Ishpatina Ridge to get to the fire tower. I'll just give you an idea what Scarecrow Lake looks like. Let's get off the trail for a little bit here just to give you guys a look. Gotta rely on the awesome ottertooth.com map, the flagging tape, and people that have come before us. So you see some of the blowdown here, guys, and then you're dealing with this tree and having to maneuver over these trees that have blown down. So this isn't easy by any means, especially with backpacks on. It's Jamie climbing over, trying to climb over. I'm not saying what we have done has been not done or whatever by any means, but I think you got 3 kind of middle-aged people just enjoying the adventure and getting outside and doing something that most people aren't doing. We're here, we are at the camp. Jamie's getting the fire going. Tracy just got her pack off, as did I. We were a little bit behind, we had taken a little extra break. As you can see, people have camped here before us and they've left that tarp up, and there's some dry kindling stuff. We can just get the fire going. I'm guessing the trailhead is further down and then back up. So we're going to pack up now. We're just finishing up coffee and a little bit of breakfast. And the plan is we're going to leave our packs somewhere in the bottom of the hill, just around the corner where the trailhead is, so that we're not carrying all that stuff up there, and we're just going to take what we need. And we just filled up some water bottles from the lake, filtered water of course. If you can see, the lake is just over there. It's pretty clear cut in terms of knowing where to head up, so do it! All right, that's better. Where we're at right now, according to the ottertooth.com map, is about halfway up. So there's a little lake here to the right. We're feeling pretty good. There's been a lot of uphill parts, but there's also been some parts that have been kind of just a slow incline, which is good. And we're still feeling good, right guys?
Right.
Yeah, they're this is a motivated bunch, I'll tell you. You know what? These guys get so excited about this. Show us some life.
It's wet.
We're sore and tired.
Yeah, it's definitely the second day is when it really hits home that this is not your average hike. Like this is the real deal.
No, this is
you know,
there's a reason why it's graded severe, and it's raining. It's raining even harder now, which
and it slows you down.
it slows you down because things get wet. You got to be very careful. None of us can get hurt here because we have no cell coverage, and basically, you know, if someone has to hike out of here, it's a 3 or 4 hour hike to get help, and then 3 or 4 hours for help to get here. So we're somewhere in between that lake and Dick Lake, which is here. And this stretch has been pretty much straight uphill. And I'm not kidding, I'm sucking a lot of wind. We're looking to get up past Dick Lake to the tower there. And which brings us to the highest point in Ontario, Canada at 693 meters. There it is right there, guys. That's the fire tower. Off in the distance. Or just about there. Alright guys, that rock right there is the actual highest point in Ontario. The highest elevation, 693 meters. And it is 60 meters higher than the CN Tower above sea level. Making a little trek here to the highest point. Jamie's up there already. Gotta remember guys, this is not a tourist area, so we did it, man, we did it! Woo! Hey, I just want to say, I don't say it often enough on camera. I love you to my kids, Julie and Ethan. Dad did it! Woo!
This was hard.
This was hard. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. Physically, absolutely the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, when you get up here, it's emotional.
Yeah.
It is.
Woo!
This was hard. Yeah, this was hard, brother.
Damn right, man. We did it. I don't think we'll do anything harder.
Yeah.
Punch your line outdoors, baby.
It puts it in there.
We did it.
Thanks, brother.
All right, Tracy, get up here.
Yeah.
What do you got to say? What do you got to say?
Well, feels great to be up here. It definitely wasn't easy. Through the rain, wind. I'm just glad my feet are dry. My back's aching, but we did it. Awesome.
The Elvis Fire Tower. It's cold, windy, and rainy. I'm just telling you right now. Alright, just to give you a little bit more information on the Elvis Fire Tower. It was built in 1938 and it was used up until 1968. It's 100 feet tall. Somebody climbed this 3.2 kilometer trek on a daily basis to work up in the fire tower from that spot we were camping in. That's where the cabin of the watchtower worker was. That cabin has since been moved between Woods Lake and Scarecrow Lake during one winter. It was sold to somebody, and from what Davis told us, they dragged it during the winter, I guess, with a skidder, and the skidder went through the ice. Anyways, they were able to get the skidder out and get the cabin to that spot, and I'm guessing it still exists there today. Highest elevation in Ontario, I think I've mentioned, it's 60 meters higher than the CN Tower above sea level. 3.2 kilometers uphill, brutal. Not an easy trek.
We're here. We're halfway because we got to go back out of here 3.5 kilometers, pick our packs up, and hike it back to the truck before nightfall.
Yeah,
and like, I mean, that doesn't give us a lot of time.
All right, guys, we just got back to the trailhead base camp, pretty much. It took us 2 hours and 15 minutes from here to get to the top, and 1 hour and 45 minutes to get back down, right?
Yeah.
Whew. We're pretty exhausted. We're soaking wet. We're all soaking wet. It's been raining the whole way, and of course all the foliage and everything is soaking wet. So in total we did 6.4 kilometers since this morning, and we have another 4, a little over 4, I guess.
Yeah, close to 5 with
Yeah.
the packs going through the hardest part.
Yeah, some rough terrain.
And we want to get to the truck before nightfall.
Here we are, back in Jamie's truck.
I'm dying. Oh, so early.
I feel like I've been hit by a Mack truck. I didn't expect it to be that tough on the way out, but after hiking this morning up to the ridge and then back down and then still having to hike all the way out around that lake,
It's a lot.
that was tough, especially with that backpack on. Like when you add 30 to 40 pounds on your back, going through some of those tight areas, climbing over trees that have fallen, crawling under trees that have fallen, and when it started pouring, we all got soaking wet.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of times I felt like you know, quitting. We relied heavily on the flagging tape, so to all those people who have come before us and put flagging tape up, man, you're unbelievable. Like, and to all the people who've done this, I have so much respect for you, and I don't care how you've done it, whether you've come from the Lady Evelyn side by canoe, or I think this way's tougher. But either way, anybody that's done this has our respect. Anyways, guys, take care. We will see you soon.